Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Comics You Crave. I'm Brian West, and that's Ryan Tomlinson, and today we have a great new comic from Image. Well, I guess it's not a new comic, it's a new issue of a comic. The
Yes.
Descenders.
It was actually came out on June 15th. This is December number 12 that we're reviewing. It's a brand new arc. The story by Jeff Lemire, art by Dustin Nguyen, and he also did the cover for it, which, Brian, it's pretty awesome cover, I gotta say.
Yeah, I'll pull it up again. That is the cover, and as you can
Yeah.
tell, so this is not Descender. This is actually not the main character. This is the main character's twin cyborg brother?
Yeah, that's Tim 22.
Yeah.
So
Um,
it's essentially here. Singularities is the arc name, and you get to learn the terrible secret origin of the Vision doppelganger Tim 22, which is the one on the cover,
mhm.
and shaped him into a monster. Essentially, this is it's a comic book about they made not cyborgs but robots,
Kind of robot companions in the
and
future.
and then some robots decided to come and kick some ass. And so he said, "Hey, we can't have robots."
And so they outlaw
So
robots.
apparently, Tim 21 is I don't know, this comic is so good
So,
that
little
for coming in
backstory.
episode 12,
Yeah.
I've so got to read one
Yeah,
through
so
11.
backstory, me and Ryan have not read issue 1 through 12 yet. We picked this up, it was a new story arc. We were intrigued by the premise of it. Basically what Ryan said is what they say in the previously on. It kind of gives you some backstory. So this comic, this new arc starts. It doesn't even talk about the main hero. It talks about, I'm guessing, one of the main villains, and it kind of gives the main villain's backstory. Needless to say, what Ryan was saying is we don't know anything about this universe other than what we read in the previously on and what we read in this comic, and I am completely in love with this comic book.
Oh yeah.
I want to know everything that's happened. I mean, I was like, I read this comic. It's 30 pages, 25 pages. I read it in 6 minutes. I mean, I was just like, the artwork is great. At first, I wasn't a big fan of the artwork because it's a little watercolory, and I kind of like my comics more Jim Lee style, bold, very bright colors. Well, not bright, but very bold colors, very full lines. And I love the artwork. I ended up by the end, the artwork fits the story perfectly. Very rarely do you have the art match the tone of the story as well as this one has, and it blew me away how much I enjoyed this comic book.
Yeah, and I think the story that they tell essentially like how the robot Tim 22, I believe,
Yeah, becomes evil.
got to be like that. And it was kind of heartbreaking. Just he's a robot, and he gets left. As a guy that he buys this robot for a dad who is a dick and
Yeah,
doesn't like robots,
burns
but
him,
he
puts
needs
him in
he
a
needs
closet.
help. Yeah, he needs help, and like essentially just keeps him in a closet, but he's like still working and functioning, and so you kind
Well,
of feel bad for it. It's like
I think great storytelling humanizes villains to the point where
mhm,
even though they're villains, you still feel for them. And it's
yes.
amazing that in 20 pages they were able to take something that was inherently neither good nor evil, and you got to watch the progression of now you completely understand why this character is evil now. And
Hmm.
it's I don't know, I loved it. I cannot wait to read.
Yeah.
I think Ryan's going to try and procure the first 11 issues so we can do a full review
Yes.
on this entire series. But this is probably one of the best new series I've read in a while. And I guess
Yeah.
it's not new; it's been around for a good year now, but it's new to us, and I'm gonna be reading more of this.
Well, it's refreshing to jump in on something and just be so completely blown away by how great it
And
is.
not lost. We're 12
Yeah,
issues
I
in, and I
wasn't,
just completely felt like it was a great jumping point for the whole universe. Not
'cause I've jumped in on some comics like in a new arc, just feel, oh yeah, it's a good jumping off point, and it sucked because you feel like you said, you're lost, and you're like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know these people. I'm not invested in these people. But with this one, so by the time I was done, like holy shit, I
yeah,
gotta know
I
more
cared.
about
I
what's
cared a
going
lot.
on. Yeah, yeah. It's like I'm totally just intrigued.
I was honestly disappointed when I saw, all of a sudden it started showing the alternate cover art. I'm like, oh no, it's over. Where's the rest? I want
Yes.
more. It was like Ryan was saying, very rarely do you jump into a mid. I mean, we've done reviews on comics where we just picked one and reviewed it, and you're so lost. You can't even enjoy the comic you're reading.
Hmm.
This is not one of those. I know it's the part one of a new story arc, so that definitely helps.
Yes.
But they don't hold it against you if you don't know the universe going into it, and they do a great job. The artists and the writers do a great. Jeff and Dustin do a great job of really telling a story through words and through visuals that is
Hmm.
really astounding. I wouldn't be surprised if this gets made into a movie at some point, just from the one issue I've
Oh,
read.
it could,
Yeah,
honestly.
I'm very. So I mean, I guess we could sit and sing praises. There wasn't anything I didn't like about it, so I guess we can just jump
Yeah.
to the end. I'm gonna say I'm guessing we're
I
both gonna give it about the same.
Oh yeah, worth a purchase. I mean, you can get it from IDW. They have
No, I
digital
think it's an
comic.
image. It's Image
What's it?
Comic, $2.99.
Yeah, 2.99. I think it's about the same price for digital. So
Yeah,
definitely go pick it up.
yeah,
It's worth it. So I'll try and find a link,
yeah.
for
We give this a
so,
solid Geek Dad report, thumbs up. Go buy
mm,
this now. Read it. If you
yeah,
don't like
get it.
it, Ryan will refund your money.
I will. You gotta. There's some paperwork involved, but
All right.
I
Well,
will.
you got anything else?
No, that's it.
All right,
Go
everybody.
check it out. December number 12.
Yep.
Get
Check
it.
it out. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys next time.